way of approaching artistic creation. He talks about the artist as having the power, the conscience of the artist having the power to rock the foundations of culture, to challenge culture. I think that comes from a really deep honesty. No matter what you believe, at least be honest. And that honesty means engaging with rational thought. And if we're honest, and we have one common denominator that we can all agree on, that's rational thought, then if we're honest, and we come from that from different perspectives, then we can come to an understanding. And then we can come to a greater penetration of what it means to be a human being. But if we don't use that rational thought, if we disregard that, then we have real problems. You can see that with fundamentalism, whether it's secular fundamentalism or religious fundamentalism. The problem with that type of fundamentalism is that there's an absence of reason. And when there's an absence of reason, there's no discourse, and then there's trouble. If there's no discourse, there's trouble. So I think that mutual respect for reason is really, really important.
Yeah, and let me add also a consideration about what you were saying. It's very important, in my opinion. When you're saying that when you go deeper, you don't learn more. You just see different. And this is absolutely true, and this is very important because what the different level express, it's the same reality, just a different aspect of the same reality. I mean, from the biomedical point of view, just cell signaling, different kind of expressions and different kind of grow at different levels. So, and in science and I mean in many other cases, what it is important is in my opinion, are details. I mean, details at every level, they express something which has a big reality behind it. And so what is nice, what is beautiful, in my opinion, is not, let's say, a big result and the fantastic results of a scientific, let's say, work, or the final view of a piece of art. In my opinion, what is fantastic are details. Looking at details, the way you conduct let's say, that scientific work, the way you interact with others, the elegance with which you treat that arguments, the way you wrote that things. These are different levels. And they're not expressing something deeper. They're just expressing something different. But what cares are details, you know? And so, I mean, if you look at skin, you see, oh, the details of, you know, derma is the ratio between the elastin and collagen. Then you go where there are BCC, basal cell carcinoma cell, and say, oh, there, the details are the dimension of the nucleus cells. Then you go up, and then there are all different details at every level. So I think it's the same in arts. I think the same in the human beings. Human beings is so a complex reality that it's done of details at the end. So the nice thing is to understand details in art, understand details in science, and understand details in human beings.
Yeah, I think I agree to a certain extent that it is details, but it's that general and specific. I mean, as artists, we understand that concept of working from the general to the specific. That creates a greater order within composition. And I think if you look at the human body, for instance, we were looking earlier on, there's a beauty which comes from this harmony between these details. It's that harmony from this form and function, this marriage of form and function is very, very important. So it's not just specifics to me, but it's also the general and specific working together, and it's very, very important.
Both aspects probably.
Beauty has order and principles. So, can you hear me? Okay. I believe that beauty has order and principles. And if we take them away, we work only with our subconscious, which is bring us to pathos, to passion, let's say, and not love, which are completely different things, passion and love. So, order, it's a way to not only to discover in science, let's say, and see, as we all talked about it, but also is to invent. Therefore, I believe that the contemporary art is a sort of a way of inventing forms or scenes, anyway, to make us understand what doesn't exist in nature. Because actually, what we do, it is, we're trying to find this that doesn't exist in nature. Therefore, the thinking, let's say, of order that refers to Fibonacci numbers, to dynamic symmetry, and to divine proportions, it works under order, and that gives the beauty. Harmony is an order too. All Pythagorean thinking based on harmony and in numbers. I believe that we misunderstand the feeling that numbers gives us because we become more, let's say, tired of society. So we see numbers as something that hasn't got any soul. But maybe numbers, they have a soul.